Hey there, Alfredo here, and welcome to this new video. Here, I'm going to be showing you how you can integrate Make.com with GetSales in order to automate your lead generation on LinkedIn. So the process is very simple. We'll head over to Make. I already created the automation, but what we do is let's start from how I built it. You simply need to go in New Scenario, and as a trigger, I just chose Google Sheets and just watch for new rows. Here, I connected my own account. You can even add new accounts. And then I just went from select from all and I copied the ID of this Google Sheet I made purposely for this case. So, how does this Google Sheet work? I have just four basic columns, and here I could upload any amount of leads I want, and these leads will go to GetSales. I'll just copy my ID, which is this one, and then I'll paste it here. It will find it and it will ask me for which sheet I want. I know that sheet will be sheet number one. So automatically, sheet name, sheet number one. I have to make sure that my limit is high because let's say if I'm uploading 1,000 leads, I want to make sure that it runs through all of them. Or let's say that I want to make sure that at least it does, I don't know, like 200 leads every 5 minutes or every hour. I could do that as well. So even if you upload 1,000, it will do them slowly. I don't suggest putting high numbers because sometimes automations have like timeout errors. They can go into too many requests and then they just bug down. So I would keep it at a safe limit. Once that is done, it'll ask you from where to start from. Here you could put all and then just press save. So this is basically how I set it up. Now, because GetSales doesn't have a direct integration, which is not a problem because automation platforms offer you to do custom ones, which in most cases give you even more options than the already existing ones. Because sometimes partner integrations, like any of these, only have integrations that they partner up for. They not necessarily have all the documentation. So, how do you set it up with GetSales? I basically did this. So, if you go on their documentation, you simply need to choose the method, which is going to be post. Make sure that on Make you choose the HTTP make a request, which is essentially this one here. Make a request, not the others. And here, what I did is I chose post as a method because here it says post. I pasted this URL and make sure to change this flow UUID with the ID of your automation, which is here in the URL, kind of what Google Sheet does. Now, once you pasted that, you need to basically create two headers. You can add a header and you can create two of them because here it requests you to add two headers. Then finally, body type, you can put raw because we're pasting the raw body. And then content type, application JSON. And here you will paste essentially this whole block here. Once it's pasted, you'll notice that if we were to leave it as it is, it will basically send to GetSales the same test lead over and over because all these fields are static. What we need to do is we need to make them dynamic. So how do you make them dynamic? We essentially just slash, or we have it here. We just do LinkedIn URL. We do first name. We do last name, company name, and pretty much you could delete everything else. It's just that the only fundamental field apart from the LinkedIn ID is going to be the list UUID. And the list UUID is essentially the ID of your list. So even before running this whole automation, you need to create a list and GetSales. And for the authorization part, content type application / JSON is what you need to make. It's not making me do that. JSON. Okay. And then bearer space your API key, which is going to be found here in the settings. You just click on API keys. And essentially the whole automation will run. If you were to get any errors regards to your LinkedIn ID, in that case, you will simply need to either make a formula or basically make GPT format your data so that you essentially get everything that is after the slash. Because in most cases, your LinkedIn ID will be the one after in slash. This is your ID. So if it were to bug down or if it were to give issues, then that's the solution. But once this is saved, essentially every 15 minutes or every whatever you want, it will look through all the leads you uploaded and put them onto GetSales. This was just a simple overview. And for me, this is all, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Peace.